Alexa TV presents in 3, 2, 1, Dateline Schools with your host, Terry Harrington.
All this week on Dateline Schools, we've been visiting the Port Huron Area School District and have the opportunity to sit down and have a discussion with the new superintendent here in Port Huron, Mr. Jamie Cain. And Jamie, I know you've been here since July and you've hit the road running. What are some of the changes and additions that you've made here to the district already?
I think what we've done is we've come in and we've started to look at everything. And the main question we're asking is why? Does this work for students? We've looked at positions and we've asked, do we have the right people in the right positions to move our students forward, to help our teachers move forward? And so we've made some leadership changes to try to really match people's strengths with the needs we've had in certain places. So we're really been focusing on the foundational pieces. I'm a firm believer that you have to address foundational concerns in an organization before you start to build upon them, because obviously if a foundation's not solid, just like a home, you're not going to have a solid structure. So we've made some significant foundational changes. A lot of things that we're doing right now are, not really buzzworthy. They're not things that are visible to the public, but behind the scenes, we're putting new procedures in place. We're developing systems of how we go about doing our business for more efficiency, proficiency, and also customer service. We've been really striving and stressing with the high expectation to all of our employees is that our competition is anyone that we're compared to that has customers. Mm-hmm. And so the last thing we'd ever want to see happen is us to lose a customer based on how we treated them. And so customer service is a huge priority for us, and really setting that expectation, modeling that, helping people understand what that looks like in the day-to-day from the minute they walk into a school to the time they get on a bus when they go home. We want there to be a feeling of everyone feels valued and appreciated. So we've been working on that cultural change and also trying to really shift to a culture of collaboration where all of our employees understand that we're all in this together, and no matter what the challenges or problems are that come forward, let's sit down and work through them ourselves. And let's do that inside and in-house. For lack of better words, it'll sound cliche, but as a family. Mm-hmm. Let's take care of our family business inside the house and not get it out there into the community, because that harms us. When we air dirty laundry or frustrations out to the community, it sends a bad message. It sends the message that these people don't know how to get along. And so we're really trying to stress that culture, a culture of collaboration, a culture of excellence. We've also, looked for any places along the way. I think the best way to say it is we feel like we're running, we're sprinting right now. We're doing a lot of things. We've hit the ground running. But as we identify areas where we can do things better, we're making those changes as quickly as we can. For example, we expanded our early childhood programming this year by adding 3 new Great Start Readiness programs to the district. We added transportation for those preschool programs. That was not in place before. And, early childhood education is critical for us. And so we have to focus on that. You're going to see us focus on the early childhood piece. We know the early intervention is critical. You're also going to see us focus on helping kids get ready for that next step. So starting to hone in more on our middle school students and our high school students, giving them more opportunities for career exploration, helping them understand that maybe the traditional university isn't the right step for every student. And we're really excited to start doing some partnerships with the Blue Meets Green Leadership Group to get some of those things kicked off the ground. So a lot of things in motion, but dealing with the foundational pieces, addressing some cultural things, and then really pointing that arrow forward on how we can innovate and move things forward is where we're spending our time.
I know one of the things you said too with relationship, it always has to be 2 ways. If someone has some ideas or has some concerns, how would they get those to you?
Yeah, I think the easiest way, there's a couple things. I can be emailed directly. I'm on Twitter. We have a weekly newsletter that if they were to contact Sharon Cadret or just contact my office, we can get them hooked up with that. But I'm always available by phone or email, and we really want to hear from people. Another thing that I want to mention, because it's important, is we intentionally added the position of Community Relations Director to Port Huron Area School District. And that position is critical because the superintendent can't be everywhere all the time. And so Keely Baraboo in that role is going to really help be a set of ears and another set of feet on the ground for us. And we really are going to use her to go out and engage people. So we want anyone in this community that has ideas, suggestions, input, no matter what it is, to get that back to us. So Keely's going to help really with the engagement in meeting with parents, meeting with students, meeting with teachers, and so both internal and external. So we have good two-way communication. We need to really promote that. That's how we're going to get better, is by listening to people and taking their suggestions, ideas, and then kind of wrestling that around and tanking that out and saying, all right, how do we move that forward? Not every idea will be honored, but every idea will be listened to and heard. And I think that's important for our community to know, is we will listen to every idea you bring. Doesn't mean we're going to put it into place, but we're going to listen, we're going to value you, and it's important that we hear from you. Coming soon in the new year, after the holidays, we are going to have a complete new communication package at the district level, which will be a website redesign, social media presence, and then website and social media presence at all of our buildings as well, so that we can really reinforce and help people feel that they have multiple ways to communicate with us and to get communication from us.
For Dateline Schools, I'm Terry Harrington. Dateline Schools is a production of St. Clair County RESA.